Hello, my fellow viewers and subscribers. This is Supercholatemilkshake, and I am here upgrading my Dell XPS 7800. Okay, so I did a really terrible job describing it inside the video that I recorded originally for this, so I'm going to be doing this in post, and I'm just going to be saying I am going to be upgrading my GT 720 to a GTX 1650. Yes, massive improvement. Not to mention, I am also going to be throwing 16 more gigs of RAM into the computer already. So, as you'll see inside this video, I'll have 2 separate cameras set up, and also I'll be doing a little bit of advanced editing. Now first, to discharge myself on the case of the computer. Alright, so the very first thing I decided to do was remove the video card. Of course, this is the very first time I've ever upgraded a computer, and I've ever touched a video card on a computer. So let's just say, not only was the excitement high, but my nervousness was also very high too, because I was really, really afraid of breaking this, okay? I spent $200 on it. I didn't want to break it. At all. And there we go. The GT 720 is out. Yeah, when it comes down to it, this card isn't really necessarily the most powerful of cards. Actually, if anything, it's pretty freaking weak, especially compared to most modern-day cards. Okay, so this part of the video, I was just kind of rambling on and on about how the GT 720 was a weak card. And honestly, for some reason, my task manager showed that it only had 1 gig of RAM, but truth be told, most sites and even Z GPU said it had 2. So, now, inward with the new GTX 1650. Now this thing is a little bit of a chunky boy, but it shouldn't be that much longer than the card I just took out. Oh, my goodness, it feels so nice to have a nice new card inside my hand. I better take off this plastic film though. There we go. Avoid touching that. Looks like it's got more lanes of PCI Express. Okay. Yeah, this thing looks nice. Oh, wait, I better set this thing aside though. Okay, so basically this is the part where I'm installing the new card. So basically I removed one of the extra slots and then decided to place the card in like I should have, trying to put the back end first and then the front end a little bit later. However, I do have some bad news. I broke the clip that was supposed to hold the card down. Thankfully, it doesn't affect it, as you clearly can already tell. So, you know, win-win and all that. But hey, look, at least the graphics cards work good, it's a lot more powerful, and I think it looks really nice in this. That's like a glove, actually. Just actually pretty freaking nice. And it looks like there's some solder points up here if you want to put in like a 6-pin connector, which is actually really neat. A good idea, actually. Really good idea for Zotac. I gotta say. So anyway, let's go put our angle bracket back. Okay, so basically I just kind of put the angle bracket back inside there, you know, just basically to hold down the graphics card. I don't know why I kept this part inside the video. Maybe I should have edited it out. I am a freaking idiot. I need to remind myself to smack myself later. Not now, but later. Okay? Okay. So yes, I will totally record a video of me smacking myself later. Promise. It should be slotted in. There we go. Touching this to make sure I don't have any static electricity on me so I don't damage any components. And now it's time to switch out some of this RAM. Okay, so give you the basic idea of what happens with the RAM. First of all, the reason why I saved this one for last was because this was the part that worried me the most. The reason why was because I managed to get some old RAM from my dad that he said still worked, apparently, from his own work, but unfortunately, none of it worked in my computer. It always errored out, it always sent me a LED flashing light, and it always beeped at me. So this time I decided, you know what, let's just put in some official, brand new, stinking RAM in there. And well, as you can clearly tell, yes, this RAM does work. I actually decided to keep the 8 gigs that are in there already in there, so that I have a full-on 24 gigs instead of the 16 gigs that I was upgrading it to. So basically, yeah, actually I'd say it runs a lot better. The Power Director runs a lot smoother with this. And guess what? Google doesn't crash the computer anymore. Yay! So that's also a definite epic win. Okay, maybe I'll get a little more into detail about this in my post video, but with this, I am installing the RAM. It didn't take very long to install after a little bit. All you gotta do is just press it down and wait for a click. And... okay. There we go. There we go. Everything should be in place. And there we go. Alright, let's see if this works. So here comes the smoke test. Please work. Please don't. Please don't freak out. Please don't freak out. Post. She's not freaking out. No beeps? Am I getting a post? No, not yet. Alright, but the serious question is, did this upgrade work? Well, not without some hitches. Okay, so first of all, I would like to point out that my computer BOSD'd me, blue screen of death, several times when editing this video. Every single time, it gave me the error saying it was a kernel heap corruption. This little error code basically means that there's a driver error or one of my system files was corrupt. Thank goodness it wasn't the latter. So what I did was basically downloaded a little tool that was supposed to check my system drivers to see if there's any more updated drivers. Oh boy, did I have a lot to download and install though. Ugh. But afterwards, I decided to test it out with a few games, and the good news is, not only does Power Director run better, but also some of the games that I couldn't run or could barely run at 720p low settings now runs fantastically. Granted, at 720p still, but at high settings. So basically, when it comes down to it, this was definitely a worthwhile investment. So the overall result is, actually I'm pretty impressed with the upgrade so far, and honestly I kind of like how my computer is just running a lot faster in general. Boot up times don't seem to be nearly as long. The games are playing a lot better, especially when running alongside action, and when action is recording something, it doesn't take really as much power as it used to. I mean, granted, yes, I am running it at 720p, but please note, I'm not a pixel counter. Never was, never will. But I will admit, this is running a lot better with some games, so I'll be able to be recording a lot more, and heck, the good news is that I might be able to go and join on game jams and play more hardware-intensive games. Yeah! So, that's really good. Also, it might improve me on my video editing. When it comes down to it, I'll probably try to edit more videos to the way that I would like to have them edited. Also, I would be trying to produce more videos because this thing will be running faster and we'll be able to batch produce videos a heck of a lot quicker. Not to mention, I also will be doing some live streams here more often soon too, because so basically when it runs Streamlabs, so basically it would probably be less hardware intensive for running Streamlabs and also probably running like a big time game or something like that next to it. I think that's going to be rather exciting, and hopefully these updates are, well, actually really big, exciting updates for this channel altogether. There are some ideas that I really wanted to do, but probably couldn't with the previous hardware that I have, and now that I got this new hardware inside here, I am really excited for where this channel is going to go, the quality of edits, and the number of edits. So I hope you all stick around for that. Please, sir, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and hey, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. This is Superchocolatemilkshake, signing off.